Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for His Dark Materials, the season finale of His Dark Materials, Season 2, Episode 7, Aesahaettr. I had to learn how to pronounce that because they only say it once in the entire damn episode, and it's kind of hard to remember how to say it. Anyway, let me take care of some business first, and then we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Basically, what YouTube does, takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. Also, if you want to know when I'm going live again next, you can hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there because I change it every week, kind of like I just did about, I don't know, around just about 6 p.m. today. And that's why I was kind of laughing about it. And then also you can take a look at all the links to my social media. So Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, no tier saved on the Patreon. I'm waiting until I hit 1,000 subscribers. That way, when you give me money, I give you something in return. Also, I have the links to this YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and for those of you who still have Facebook, a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. All right. Let's get to it, shall we? Spoiler alert, I'm going to spoil the episode. If you've not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video you can comment down below in the comment section. All right. Good God, that was boring. I know there's supposed to be eight episodes this season, and it got cut short because of COVID, but Lord, I was having problems trying to, stay awake. Well, first of all, I was kind of pissed off because HBO Max was doing its little thing there where, it says, oh, take a look, we got a new episode up. And then when you're trying to load it and nothing's coming up, it's not showing it anywhere for like, I think a good 10, 15 minutes. I think it wasn't until 6:15 before I was actually able to get to the start. Hence my late start time here because, I was trying to find the damn thing on HBO Max. But I get to see it anyway, at this point. But good God, that was boring. We find out what Lyra's prophecy name is, and she's supposed to be Eve, and the unspoiled Eve reborn, I guess it is. Again, like I said, I really don't like the religious portion of this, which I guess this is mainly what this is. It's all religion, and it was just kind of boring me, quite honestly. And I mean, we get Lee Scoresby dies, and Japari dies, and we get an appearance by James McAvoy, who pops in and says, "Hey, I'm still in the series." I guess somewhat. And we find out that Lord Asriel is gathering an army together, but he needs the Aesahaettr in order to defeat the Authority, which again, the Authority runs the Magisterium, and all that kind of good stuff. The witches get their asses kicked, quite honestly, and it's really, I mean, two of them go out with specters, and Mrs. Coulter, is just on a rampage, pretty much. She's going through and killing witches by the score, and she obviously knows how to deal with them because she is one herself, obviously, or at least has stolen their secrets, if you will. And she even spanks her monkey a little bit too, which I thought was kind of inappropriate for a children's show. So, but who am I to judge? And I mean, Will just has the shittiest luck. I mean, he meets his father, finds out that his father was looking for him. He's looking for the knife bearer, really, is what he was looking for. And Japari basically says, you need to go to Lord Asriel, you need to join him, and you need to fight with him to defeat the Authority. Just before a Magisterium agent shoots him in the back. Yeah. So a pretty ugly way to go out. And Mrs. Coulter also, stealing Lyra away by throwing her in a steamer trunk. She gets Mother of the Year at that point by throwing Lyra in the steamer trunk there. And Did she knock her out? Or I mean, they really didn't show what happened there. We just see that she kind of throws her in. Yeah, well, whatever. Um, yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was kind of a boring episode, and everyone is scattered to the winds again. Even though everyone was in the same location, everyone gets scattered to the winds or dies. So Serafina actually that's the other thing we need to talk about too. Serafina goes to help out Lee Scoresby, and she finds him dead, and then she starts doing an incantation over him and then leaves his body. So we don't know what happened. If did she bring him back to life? What happened here? Because I mean, his demon has turned to dust, and yeah. We also know that the angels are on the side of Lord Asriel because he basically said, "You're either with me or against me." And they appeared finally and told him that they were with him. And of course, Mrs. Coulter also said the same thing to her monkey. She said, "You're either with us or against, you're either with me or against me," kind of thing. And yeah, um, like I said, I'm falling asleep actually just thinking about it. It was that boring. So, um, yeah, there we go. So is Will now all alone, or is Serafina coming back for him now that he's found his father but lost Lyra? Is Serafina going back for him, or is she going to go back for Lyra because Lyra is now missing? But I don't know. I really don't know. This episode was muddy at best, and oh man, that was not a good way to go out for the season. And I can see why it only got one more season. They're like, yeah, you get one more season to wrap shit up, and then you're gone. Bye bye. And that's pretty much it. It's not good TV. It's not crappy TV either, but at the same time, it's just not good TV. And yeah, it's kind of mediocre more than anything else. But there you have it. Yeah, I would say with this one, I would give this episode probably a 5 out of 10 on this one. If I was going to be grading it on anything, yeah, it was pretty much at the bottom of the barrel for me. Considering that we had some really good episodes in this season that ramp things up, and then to bring this low point of this episode, it's just kind of like, really, we're going back to this old writing again, this shitty writing, and um, not really fleshing things out, and having to find yet another item. I mean, first we had to find the alethiometer, then we had to go and find the knife, the subtle knife, and now we've got to find the Aesahaettr, which is fucking a mouthful to, the alethiometer is hard to say to begin with, but then Aesahaettr to add that in too. Oof. Yeah. Jump the shark after killing the snake man. After Carlo died. I don't even think there was a shark to jump to begin with, Joker. It wasn't living up to any expectations, quite honestly. I can see why the movies failed now at this point. If you have the book author actually working on the series and the series is still not compelling enough for you to watch this, I understand now why you can't do a good movie off of it either. It not lending itself to it. I think this might just be one of those books that's completely unfilmable, and you need to just leave it in book form and leave it at that. But yes, that is James McAvoy in the thumbnail word 789. He makes a special appearance for literally, I think, 2.5 minutes. No, 3 minutes. I take that back. 4 minutes if you include the voiceover that he was doing. So about a minute of voiceover that leads into his cameo, and then that's it. What is this show? You never heard about it? Word 789. Don't bother. It really don't. It's the Golden Compass movies. That's pretty much what this is. His Dark Materials is based off the Golden Compass. Well, actually, the books are actually called start off His Dark Materials, but it's the Golden Compass. Yeah. Oh, was it 2 minutes max, Pen? I honestly, this episode was kinda dragging out for me, so I wasn't too nonplussed on this. Like I said, I was having problems staying awake during it. Yeah, and as you can tell from the carnage, there's stuff that's starting to go away because stuff is getting packed as I look over at the boxes that are already in the room. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're at 789. You can watch season 1, it's on HBO Max, and see what you think. I actually covered all of season 1, and I've never read the books. I just, started, going with the series just to see how it would be, and, I wasn't too impressed with it. Yeah. James McAvoy is in the first season quite a bit, and the second season, he literally is in it for 2 minutes at the end here. Yeah. Thanks, Pen. Yes, check the archives for all of that. It's in the playlist, actually, his Dark Materials playlist. Yeah, I don't know why I got a TV show. Yeah. Well, it's only got one more season, Word 789. They just announced that it's been renewed for a third and final season at it's BBC and HBO Max that have been working on this together. So yeah, they were like, nope, that's enough. We three seasons is more than enough. Yeah, and I honestly don't care if they film an extra episode, that extra, episode 8 or something like that for season 3 or not. It really isn't needed at this point. So yeah. Penn says, but you did watch every episode. Yeah. Um yes, it is. Well, you know why it's not strange. Why it's strange I didn't quit season 1, because there was nothing else on at the time. It was a space filler, and I was sticking with it to see where it was going to go, and unfortunately, it didn't go anywhere. And season 2 was better. Like I said, uh, we had more stuff explained, and then it just kind of went and went downhill from there. Yeah. Is it rated M at least? Not really. I don't even think it's rated M. There's nothing really frightening about it or anything like that. In the first season, you never feel like anybody's in danger. Any of the main characters, I should say, that any of the main characters are in danger. I mean, literally, you feel, and I mean, they're supposed to be in some, horrific states and all this kind of stuff, and you're like, yeah, they're gonna get out of that one. Yeah, nothing to it on this. And it seems like Lyra doesn't learn a lesson at all. I mean, Pan even asks her in this episode, haven't you learned anything by now? And Lyra's like, no. She literally says, no, I haven't learned anything at all. And I mean, oh, yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating watching that character in particular. And she's supposed to be the main character. That's all I can say on that one. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised about that. Word 79 says, man, HBO needs to up their game since Watchmen. Yeah, I know they keep trying to spin that Watchmen was a huge success, but no one's talking about it. Literally, no one is talking about it. I mean, I'm not hearing anything about it. I'm still hearing about the boys. I mean, the boys. So when you have a popular TV show, when you have a popular TV series, and people are talking about it on other venues, whether it be online media or YouTube channels and things like that, that's when you know it's popular. When you hear nothing about a series that supposedly has done very well, I call bullshit on that. So, yeah. Penn says, "Did you see the post credit stinger, Dennis, or had you follow?" I actually didn't go to the post credit. I didn't know. I stopped because I was just I'll go back and fast forward and watch it. Ugh. Was it anything good, Pen, or was it just I'll watch it and find out. That's how kind of bored with it I was. I didn't even bother going through the rest of the credits. So but what else do I have going on this week? It's like 2 seconds long. Okay. I kind of figured as much. What else do I have going on this week? Tomorrow is going to be an episode of Is It Worth My Time? And this time around, it's going to be the Netflix series, the new Netflix series called Alice in Borderland. It is a Japanese series, live action series, by the way. So Alice in Borderland, that's the one I'm going to be doing. Wednesday is a little show called The Expanse. I'm going to be doing that one. Thursday, I'm going to be off because that is no, wait. Is that right? No, Thursday, I am going to be doing. There we go. My brain just all of a sudden kicked back in. Thursday is going to be the contest results for Wonder Woman 1984. That's right, 1984. There's a lot of stuff. Go back and take a look at the Is It Worth My Time Wonder Woman 1984 for the contest details on that one. Also, Friday I'll be off because that's New Year's Day, and it's gonna be business as usual for me on that. But Saturday is gonna be Saturday morning blast off, or take the genre news of the week and any genre stuff you guys want to talk about, and we talk about it. Sunday I'll be off, and then we roll back around to Monday, which I think I'm gonna be off then as well, because there's nothing coming up really until the 15th. So that's when WandaVision kicks in. Yep. And hopefully I'll be at my new place by then, and I can get everything going at that point. So we'll see how things go. You can always take a look at the schedule. Always go over to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at the schedule. And if you scroll down far enough, I even have future stuff of what's coming up. I'm not going to be covering Cobra Kai season 3, mainly because it's just not genre. And yeah, it's kind of hard to do. Like I said, again, with Netflix series where they kind of just drop everything all at once, that's the reason why Is It Worth My Time was born, where I can do a one shot of an entire season of something on Netflix. It's been dropped all at once. Otherwise, no one here wants to actually go through an episode by episode blow of that thing. So, yeah. All right. So with that said, thank you to everybody who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here, and if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. Also, if you can hit that share button and the like button too, right next to each other there, that'd be great. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you get the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Like I said, got everything there. So, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go for the night. Thank you, everyone. And remember, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may wind up looking for some very badly named items in a TV show that's going to end after season 3. What's Popeye Pliskin says here, if I had the Dreamstone from Wonder Woman 1984, I'd wish I'd never watched Wonder Woman. Funny, Popeye. I would just wish for a better movie. That's all. Like a more complete script, something that had gone through a couple of edits. That's all I would have wished for. Actually, I'd wish for different stuff, but that's a different thing. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I'm gonna let you guys go for the night. I'll see you tomorrow for Is It Worth My Time? Alice in Borderland. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear a mask, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.